I just had a question regarding the slave trade. This is the first I'm hearing about Jews being involved in the slave trade.
Imagine that. Ash, imagine that.
I know, yeah, I know. 2% of white people own slaves.
Yeah,
but
2% of white people domestically own slaves.
78% of slave owners were Jewish. They also own almost all of the slave ships. That's correct.
Correct. So, like, over 40% of the Jewish population owned slaves. Up to 80 or more percent of total slavery domestically was Jewish, and only 2% of white people actually had slaves.
Even Mitch admits that all of the auctions where slaves were bought and sold never took place on Jewish holidays because the majority of the merchants buying and selling slaves were Jewish.
So you said 40% of the entire Jewish population owned slaves, or 40% of the slave owners were Jewish?
No, 40% of the Jewish population, and then up to 80% or more of the total slave owners were Jewish.
Columbus himself was Jewish, and the Pope who signed the Doctrine of Discovery was Jewish. Like, literally, Pope Alexander VI, who signed the Doctrine of Discovery, which created the legality, the legal structure for all of colonialism and the entire transatlantic slave trade, was Jewish.
Okay, so you're hearing this from an American Jew, by the way.
Columbus was Jewish, and Columbus's ships were funded by 3 Jews fleeing the Spanish Inquisition. That Columbus discovered the New World. He came back under the current Catholic rule, right? They were still deemed people. All of the Ivory Coast, all of the Americas, they were still considered people. It wasn't until Pope Alexander VI signed the papal bull that declared them heathens, and Pope Alexander VI only signed that papal bull to gain military aid from Spain and Portugal because he was under direct threat from the Christian rulers of Europe who were attempting to depose him and defrock him as Pope because of the fact that he was a Jewish Pope who had effectively bought the papacy.